Happy FLF tour.
Happy FLF, Consuela.
How are you today?
I am doing well. We're feeling festive today. It looks like.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. I absolutely adored this look when you put this together. Yes,
I had, when I style myself, I'm like, what did I get recently? What's gonna work? I remember the advent calendar, the Mad P advent calendar.
Yes.
Yeah, you already missed day one, so we can have some matchy outfits. The first one was a co-ed outfit, it was matchy, but it wasn't what I wanted to wear. It's like really cozy looking, like sweat, like as a sweatpants and like hoodie.
Can't believe I missed it already.
Well, it is only the second. And you know what I can't believe I missed is Oh My has their own advent calendar, and I already missed day one, and there's no going back.
What? Oh My
yes. And Oh My has a whole like new amazing like ladies cuddle HUD coming out, if it's not already out, because I've been on SL Facebook a lot lately, and I've been scrolling, and I'm like, what's this? And that's how I found out about the advent calendar. And it's just, notices are coming down so fast and furious, right? I am the notice reader of the two of us. And
you are.
And so I try to get through all of them, but I can't believe I missed the Oh My advent calendar one. So if you're in the group, you need to go to Oh My, because they're releasing fun stuff. And they even, I on SL Facebook today, I saw that Oh My has even a child's HUD now. And I'm getting that from Ari.
Oh, yeah.
Because Oh My animations are stunning. Like, you should see the trailer they released for this video that they put out for their ladies like cuddle HUD. It is so like, it was very tender. It was so well done. So I hadn't linked it to you, but I totally should. So anyway,
I love that.
So back to the advent calendar. Yeah. So I want to say I can't remember the name of the first designer right now. It's not one that we usually frequent. I'd have to go look in my inventory. But if you put on the HUD, put on your advent HUD and get it delivered, you'll have the name. But it's like Cardis, I want to say.
Yeah, let me do that.
And then, oh, that's fun. Little baby P. You didn't even unpack it. Look at you unpacking on camera. Anyway, that's what I get for asking you to find out what it's called. But we'll have to wear that around. But I want to say it was like it had some, there must be a texture change HUD for some sassy sayings that it has. One of them was in Spanish. The one I put on was on Spanish, and I laughed. But it wasn't what I wanted to wear today. But what?
The Mad P Hub is forgiving.
Well, it is, yeah. And Oh My's not.
I didn't realize that it is. I thought.
No.
I thought it would
you
be
paid
like
for that. No, you can get all the days on the 24th day if you want.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. That's very nice.
No, you weren't shut out. That's what I mean. Why would I ask you to unpack it if it was too late?
Well, I thought you were just suggesting that I get it on so that I stop missing things.
No, because I wanted you to tell me who the first designer was from December 1st.
It's Catharsis.
Catharsis. Like I was almost at Catharsis, but I knew that was wrong.
Yeah.
There it is. Thanks for advertising Catharsis. They have a fun Catharsis. They have a fun co-ed outfit, and it's got sassy sayings. Don't put it on because I don't want you to ruin your outfit.
I won't put it on.
Yeah, but thank you for letting us know who the first designer was. So I don't think it's too late for anybody out there to pick up the Mad P advent calendar. So
that's cool.
And if they haven't, they totally should. Where my mind went is, if you remember when we were at the 50, there was a couple of gals wearing this sweater, and you're like, it's from Tetra. And I'm like, oh, let me go handle that. And I'm in the Tetra group. And then as I was going through my notices, I think there was something in my notices from Tetra. And I'm like, right, Tetra sweater, getting that now. And so I went there, and then I couldn't believe I didn't own this skirt already because it's from Tetra too.
That is a great skirt.
Right? I knew you would appreciate it. So if I open my interface, I guess we're just jumping right into styling. I don't really have any much first life stuff to really go on about. Styling. Let me move my camera over a little bit because when I turn on my interface, things get messy. All right, we go to wearing. I am wearing, it is Tetra. It's the Tetra Sonia sweater and top. And it comes in waifu. Oh, and I had frozen my jiggles because, you know, when I was at a class before we started, an SL class on the tarot. And I've been reading tarot off and on like most of my life. But I like to go to these little like SL, like Wiccan, pagan, you know, divination kind of classes. It was really good. But I was like, whenever I go to these things, I always like freeze the jiggles because, you know, the jiggles are primarily for you. So my jiggles are off right now. So I will remedy that in a minute. But so the sweater and shirt are fitted for waifu, so I didn't have to take those off because, you know, I hate to take my waifus off.
Yep. And
Blossom is the denim skirt, also for e-body. And it comes with a HUD. Of course, I got the fat pack, so I have all the colors. And what was fun in the sweater, in the Sonia sweater, is that this top was actually called Christmas. In my head, I'm thinking Yule, right? For me, it's Yule. Yes. And I just love these kind of Yule-tide colors. So I decided to go full Yule. I know it was only December 1st, but I was ready, finally. Like, it has to be December. I'm not one of those people that Thanksgiving passes and then you're wearing like winter-themed things. But people at my school are. It was hilarious. Like, we come back from Thanksgiving break and people are already decked out in their ugly sweaters and all their Christmas things. And I'm like, wow, we're not even out of November and you're already dressing for it.
It was killing me that there were places that were playing Christmas music.
Like after Halloween.
Right after Halloween.
Yep.
What are you doing?
All right. So anyway, it has to be December for me. That's the qualifier. So yeah. I was like, now I can. So now I'm going to do this. So went full on. I was like, you know what? The red opaque tights, these are actually C'est La Vie, you know, because, you know, she always has really, amazing really socks and tights. Oh, wait, no. These, oh, wait, no. I take that back. Oh. I started with C'est La Vie. And then I was looking through my inventory and I was like, oh, wait, Alusha. And so Alusha, these are Alusha red tights. Because what I ended up liking about them is that they're like sheer, so you can still see my tattoos.
Yeah.
The C'est La Vie ones weren't sheer, so they were like opaque. And then I think there was something, the color was like slightly off, and I was like, let me keep looking, because I really started with C'est La Vie, because I know they always make tights and socks and things like that. Yeah. So I went with Alusha in the end. And now that my interface is on, my notices, like I said, the notices this time of year, fast and furious.
Yep.
So Alusha tights, and then these were the boots from Equal that I know you prefer because they look like a hoof.
Yes, they do, and especially with that
the
coloring.
Fuzzy, and then the fuzzy foot like leg warmer. So these are the, I want to say Junie 2, if I remember right. Yeah, Junie version 2 boots.
I do love those boots.
And then I had gone to Stealthic, I think, because again, I don't know, for whatever reason, I've been scrolling SL Facebook, so I've been seeing a lot of the ads. And then, you know, Stealthic is a favorite of mine. And I realized there's some curly hairs they put out that I didn't have. So this one's called Avenue. And, you know, I was playing, you know how Stealthic has the different zones that you can color? So I was playing with it to get some more of the gray in there. What was also cool is that Stealthic put out a survey recently asking for customer input, and I love when brands do that. And I'm like, more curly hair, please, and make it easier to have gray roots.
Yeah.
Right, because that's not really, still really not as easy to accomplish, right? So even now I don't have the gray roots I wanted to. The hair I was wearing the other day from Usagi Society did a really nice job of gray roots. Like that was probably the closest and one of the few designers that actually do that. So hopefully we'll see if Stealthic puts out more that has some gray roots in it. This is a funny pose from Oh My. It's like a thinking pose. Do you see this? Like,
Yes.
It's like, what am I wearing? Let me think about this. So yeah. So Oh My poses as well. I still am wearing the Michon Esmeralda rings because I cannot take them off. I love these so much, and they go with everything. And then of course my duck nails, because that's a given. So, but and then I put my trademark glasses back on. I know these are your favorites.
Yes, they are.
And these,
I
think they're called mica. The brand I hadn't heard of otherwise. I think we just kind of, either I stumbled across this Minuit, yeah. Miku, sorry, not mica. Miku glasses.
Yeah, I don't remember where you picked those up.
No, I don't either. But they're great, and they have cow patterns. So, and they say moo on a little label on the lens. So, makes them winners for us. Okay, so yes, I styled this last night, and we were almost gonna fliff last night, but you were not up for it, and
I had issues.
Yeah, so I said, okay, well, I will style and send you a picture, and then you styled yourself. So what are you wearing?
All right, well, to start off with, I wanted to rock this Bad Santa hat from Lock and Tuft.
Yep, it's great. Number 1 on the naughty list is right. Rawr.
So I started out with that. And because of the way that the hair falls, I wanted to go with kind of smaller glasses that didn't, because most of my glasses would go right up into the hair. So I did just go with my contraption Pravokuten spectacles.
I love the way they're reflecting light right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I still have my DAE earrings in ear cuffs. These are by Stoic.
Very nice.
And then I was going through, and this is a top that you have noticed for sale. And I think that I've had it for a while, but I don't know that I've really worn it much. But it's the Juan knit sweater and shirt by Butterscotch. And
that's great.
Our vest and shirt. And I coupled that with more Butterscotch. So these are the Nolan pants with the gold chain attached, and the Nolan boots to go with it. And kind of just fussed with the color patterns to get something that was in the Yule vibe, and I think that it came together pretty well.
I would agree. We're very Yuled up, for sure. You look as dashing.
Thank you.
Which is appropriate for this time of year, whole dashing through the snow kind of thing. Yeah. I also wanted to call. I forgot. I have my Dottie Secret eyeshadow on again.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was telling you that I, for whatever reason, am in love with this smoky eye the way Dottie Secret did it. And this one was available at the Flifty before, not this current round, but the one before. And I think when you and I were analyzing it, it's because it brings my eyebrows down a little bit more, because mine just kind of fade out with this one. And I don't know, it just does something different for my eyes that I really like. And I still have my curled lashes on from Velour. I still have my twinkle lipstick on for Velour, because that's how much I'm in love with it. I cannot take it off. I won't. And then I'm still wearing Soleil, so which is great. So from all three.
I am also still wearing my Vichy nails. These are the short almonds with
almonds. Yum.
Almonds with one of the ombre tips.
Yeah.
And
I usually say that ombre.
Ombre. Ombre.
Now you're saying, when you do it like that, you're saying, man, hombre.
I know.
You have to say it the white way. Ombre. Those are ombre nails. They're not hombre. Although you wearing them would make them hombre.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
Vichy's ombre nails in almond.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also still have my guy liner on,
which looks amazing.
I've just been happy with it. So
I have too. Guy liner kills. When I first encountered guy liner in SL, I hadn't even. I mean, I don't know, headbangers and rockers and stuff with all their that, they wore guy liner for sure. Or emo artists,
Right.
They wore guy liner. But I don't know. There's just something about it in SL that just makes it really striking, and not unusual to wear at all.
No.
And speaking of liners, I actually did that waterline one that Details put out. So I'm wearing it right now. So it's a black line on the interior of my eye, the waterline. Yeah. And I just really liked what it did for my eyes. So
Yeah.
it's like, that's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's our style. So I think it's time for me to open up my internet window and talk about the other things. So
yeah, we've got, of course, and we've got, I think you usually go to your
so let me make sure I have them in the right order. So, because usually I open up and the tab's not where I want it. Okay, so here's my internet window. All right, so as per usual, I get my Second Life weekly. Apparently, you don't ever get this, or you don't read your emails either. Which one is it?
I don't get a via email.
You don't
I have emails turned off.
Emails from SL turned off, which I do not. So Second Life Weekly came in, and the first thing up was holiday events and activities. It's like, happy December. We have lots in store for you this holiday season, from a new PBR-enabled winter wonderland, seasonal last names, which I'm excited about, premium gifts, a shopping extravaganza, and don't forget the snowball fight. So yeah, because usually the Lindens do a snowball fight. Wishing a safe and happy holiday season to everyone in our virtual community, which I thought was really nice. So if we look at the first thing they're referencing, I believe this is it. So Joy to the Grid, join us for these 2023 holiday events and activities. So Winter Wonderland is one. It's a new region. It says completely new region design, full PBR region and objects, new and improved snowball fight, new mini game with sled rides, reworked ice skates and location, snowflake hunt with boopies as prizes.
Okay, so I want to install the PBR client and take a look at that place, because I'm really curious.
Yeah, we can do that together. That would be fun for us to both be on the vanilla client. It's like, how do we do things? Because we always use Firestorm.
It'll be a mess, but
it'll be a fun mess. It should, we should record that, I think. I would record it anyway for us.
I'd be up for that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've really been curious to see what that actually looks like, especially the fact that they've put this together. I mean, I'm really hoping
like to showcase it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, we definitely need to do that then, because I hadn't thought about that until you said it. So it sounds like a fun experience. I go off on winter break, but I don't want to wait for that, because this year my winter break butts right up to Christmas Eve. Yeah, and trust me, the people around me are all like grumbly about it. Even somebody said to me last week, we know you don't make this decision, but it sucks, right? Most of the time you get like maybe a week before Christmas so that you have time to like maybe do some of those last minute things. But in this instance, This is, in all of my years in education, this is the first time where basically we go off on like Christmas Eve, and that's it. So yeah. It's just the weird timing of the calendar. So anyway, put that aside. But yes, you and I will do that Winter Wonderland, and I will record it for the people. That'll be fun. Okay, the other one is Linden and Resident Snowball Fight. So it looks like the battle takes place on Friday, December 15th from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. And then again from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific. 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. I read it as 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'm like, they're going to be throwing snowballs all day. No, nope, they do it in the morning at 8 for an hour, and then they do it again at noon for an hour, all Pacific time. Yep. And then spots are limited, so get there early to grab your free snowball launching weaponry from the vendors around the arena. And then
I won't be able to do that one.
Oh, no, I will be working, because, we're not on winter break yet.
Yep.
Yes. All right, so that'll be fun. I've never done it. I've heard about it. I've seen video of it. It's a thing. It's a tradition. So, but
it would be fun, especially if we could do snowball fighting while on back of giant snails. But
well, you and I might need to just arrange some snowball fighting and invite our people over.
That'd be good.
And it could be Blanche snowball fight on the back of giant snails. So, I'm sure we can work that out. All right, the next one is the one that Mama LaLa has already told me. The 2023 holiday shop and hop is open. So she was already hitting it yesterday.
That's Mama LaLa.
Mm-hmm. She had to take several breaks because it's giant.
It's big, yeah.
All the shop and hops are giant. Like, I could not imagine. I mean, even to think about us trying to record a shop and hop. Can you guess how many days that would take us to do? Let alone the length of video that would be?
Yeah. I mean, I remember we did a couple pretty large events, but no, I wouldn't want to do. That would be a lot.
Yeah.
The way that we do them.
Yeah. And then if I remember right, Shop and Hop covers multiple Sims because it's so huge. So it's almost like we'd have to do like, if I were in my editing, I might be like, it would be the video for this particular Sim. And I'm sure it'd be like 6 hours long.
Multiple videos.
Oh, it could have to be.
Yeah.
So it's just, so there's no way. So yeah, Mama Lala's already doing it. She'll let me know if she finds good stuff, and then I just let her do it for me and give me tips. So, and then the next one is the winter last names, which I always love when they come out with new last names. So now they have Snow Fox, Icicle, Evergreen, Candy Cane, Frosty Paws, and this one I see it and I want to say Yule, because like Cardi, right? Yule Purr, Jolly Fluff, Tidings, Tinsel, and Felice.
Those are cute.
So my personal favorite would be Felice. And so it's like, do I have any alts that need a new last name? Because it's like I could like to try to snap these up. So we all got alts, but they're all like resident, whatever. I'm like, no. So I've been trying to like slowly replace the residents with different last names. So if you are in the mood for a new last name, here you go. And some people change them like the seasons, right? Like we're gonna be, like that's what hurt my brain when Zipper did it. And I don't think she changes it like the seasons, but she's always femme daddy to me, but now she's glitter waifu. And that took some adjustment for me. I'm like, you are femme daddy. What are you doing? And she's like, don't worry. It's always there. But some people do, new names come out and they like to try on a new last name. Confuse your friends. Try a new last name. So, but I wouldn't.
It is nice that you can always switch back to one.
Oh, yeah. Any name that you have possessed is yours. So... Like if I wanted to go back to my boring starter name, I could absolutely do that. Do I want to do that? No. So, but no, I like our matching names. I don't think I would change that to, mix it up with a new last name unless they came out with one where we're like, that's it. Then we'd probably do it. True. Yeah. But I think we're pretty set with ours currently. So, and then if you're a premium member, they have a new premium gift out. So you can, I never pick up the gifts. I shouldn't say never. I want to say I probably picked them up a handful of times because I never remember. But I should probably go pick that up since we're talking about it now. So you stop by one of their kiosks and pick it up starting on December 4th. So not quite yet. Then Winter in Motown. So the Motown region will transform into a snowy paradise. So, because I know the Motown area has become a thing as well. Then they have the 13th annual Christmas Expo to benefit the American Cancer Society. And so the Christmas Expo is going on, 125 merchants, breedables, auctions, raffles, special events, and lots of entertainment. So 2 venues that do that. And then there's a link to, I think they have some, they went into some detail about the Linden activities at the expo. And then they have winter attractions on the destination guide. Is that where we are right now from the destination guide?
No. Well, I'm not sure if it's in the destination guide.
Oh.
We got this from the previous, a previous post in Featured News, which had a bunch of winter destinations.
Oh, right. Yeah, so where do you have us right now?
We are at the Blue Finch Frosty Hollow.
Oh, why this one?
I thought it looked quite nice. I was attracted to the name of it. It sounded interesting, and not like explicitly like Christmassy, but it is very Christmassy here.
It is. We match perfectly. We look like we should live here.
Yeah, we look like we just walked out of this entire sim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like we TP'd one way, and when we're leaving, we look like this because the sim rubbed off on us. Yeah.
I do absolutely love these reindeer just blocking the train.
Yeah, let me back that up because I haven't looked around too much, but it's when we first got here, I told you it looks like the reindeer are facing off with this train and doing a whole "you shall not pass" kind of thing.
And they are winning this so
They
far,
are
so
definitely winning.
I love that.
So I love this so much. This is a great setup. All right, so coming back in to us and the other things I want to talk about from the weekly news. Let me get that screen over on mine up again. Okay, so then the next thing they touch on was the SL Christmas Expo, which we did talk about a little bit. And so I linked the page where they talk more about it on the SL Cancer Society website. So there's some images there, great images. Then there's some guides and things. So then after that is the holiday shop and hop, which we also touched on. And then this one here. Oh, so I also link in featured news your guide to the 2023 holiday shop and hop, including early access, which is pointless now because it is the 2nd and it opened on the 1st. So they list all the stores and the slurls as I scroll endlessly, and you see I'm only on B or C now. And it's like I'm looking at this and I'm just shaking my head going, part of me is honestly curious to find out how long it would take us to do a shop and hop.
Yeah.
You're like, well, you go do that on your own, Consuela, because I have no time for that. That's what I heard in that no. I know how to read your tongues. Yeah. Well, one day we might have to try it one of these winters and see how many days. How many days and hours.
That we're not doing any other recording for the entire month.
I don't know if the people would like that or not. And I don't want to take a departure from Zipper and Barb.
Right.
They're our friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next thing is Seraphim website. Oh, I just realized I left my dog outside and I hear him barking. Well, once we get through this, I'll let him back in. But he's such a good boy. Because I have 2 dogs, and that's a whole segue into another thing. That one of them is actually ill right now, and she's at the vet. And so the other one he's fine, and he's actually very plump because the other one hasn't been eating so much, and he is eating her meals. And so he's nice and round. And so he's just kind of sad around the house without his counterpart. Right. So I was like, go outside, go pee on some things. Because he's a lab and, he's just sniffing, scents. He's a scent breed, right? So he loves sniffing things. He loves peeing on things. I swear those are like his top 2 favorite pastimes. And maybe third is carrying toys around the house. Those are his top 3 for sure. So he's been moving all the toys around and I'm like, okay, go outside, enjoy yourself. And then I hear him in the distance barking. I'm like, ooh, I should bring you back in. So let's cover Seraphim's website so that we can move along and then I can go get my dog. But so their title, which we talked about a little bit at the onset, was neither fish nor fowl. It's 50 Linden Fridays. And my thing was, I don't get this. I don't get this title.
It's not a phrase that I had heard before either. But it is apparently a phrase. Maybe it's more used in maybe like the UK or something. But yeah.
You were trying to puzzle out the meaning.
Yeah, it seemed to be like something that kind of defies being categorized cleanly. It seems to be the more contemporary meaning anyway.
Yeah. So
I
if you
out that the full saying is neither fish nor fowl nor good red herring or something like that, which is even more mystifying.
Isn't a red herring a fish?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Why are we talking about fish twice in this phrase?
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm putting it out there to our people, to the people who watch this video. If you have a take on this little phrase, please share it in the comments because I don't know if I am too Puerto Rican or what to grasp what this is trying to tell me. But, I feel like I've heard this phrase before, but I don't understand it. So
I don't believe I ever have.
And you're pretty white, so
yeah.
So I would figure, honestly, I thought between us, me, brown, you, white, that we would have somebody's going to understand this. But no. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm curious if anyone's going to comment about that at all. But moving past the title, we have, looks like, according to, who's the poster? Misha, that your favorite, LaGyo, and Poison Rouge may be missing in action. Maybe.
Okay.
And it's not LaGyo, it's LaGyo, just asterisks to that. I say it like that for you because it amuses me, but I don't want to offend the designer. So not that LaGyo has ever commented on our videos, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to trash talk people who don't comment on our videos, because I am not like that.
What would be really funny is if there's actually like a completely different pronunciation that neither of us are getting right.
Right. And I'm always down for that. We love when designers tell us how to pronounce things.
Yes.
It's always a fun conversation.
Like if it's a silent G for some reason, like LaGyo.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That would be fun. Interesting. So,
yeah. It's
okay.
a mystery to us still.
So, how many sponsors do we have this week?
We have 2 sponsors.
Just
we have
2?
Offline and Roslyn.
Offline and Roslyn. Let's see. Offline. Let's see. Offline. Okay, I'm getting a little sneak peek. Looks like a good time for sure. And then Roslyn. Oh, yes. I can already tell that's a yes. So, but when is Roslyn no for me? Roslyn is never a no for me. So, Roslyn is speaking my language.
It does look like it's a shorter week this week.
Well, I would imagine.
People are exhausted after Black Friday.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But with that, and knowing that we have lots on our to-do list, yes. I think it's probably time to get really started for real. Like, it started into the shopping.
Okay, let's get shopping.
Tour, I love people watching NSL, and you know that. And I was looking at the gal behind this one who had a kind of a round booty, and you're like, but did you see the really pregnant one?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, of course that's the one you would notice. So, and I was asking you, what is she wearing? And she's wearing a mod on a Reborn, which
I don't think that it is a mod. I'm looking
No?
closer.
Well, what is it?
I think that's just Reborn.
No.
Yeah. That is just part of her reborn body.
Well, it's because she's short also. Look at her height. Remember we talked about this before.
Short. Yes.
If you're short and a reborn, you can pull that off. And although I've pulled off, I'm not quite as short as she is. But I've pulled off, a round belly like that.
Yes, you have.
So.
But you were also checking out this other girl.
Yeah, because I just like her look. Like, she just looks, you know how we were talking about people and their looks, and some just look like Barbies and they all look the same. I just liked her face and, obviously an ethnic look. She's got a nice round booty, and I don't know. I just liked her. I liked her face. I liked her whole vibe.
I also love that she's just got like lazily opened eyes. Like, she's just absolutely chill.
Yep.
And
I know.
Hair looks great.
I know. She's just killing it. Just killing it. Yep. So anyway, we're not out people watching. We're trying to fliff, and we're at Offline. And they have 2 offerings. One's the Wren sweater. The other is the puffer boots. We were noting with the Wren sweater, it's these 2 like holiday patterns behind us. I also noticed it doesn't say it supports waifu, so I was a little hesitant, but I like Offline, and I like these sweaters, so I picked up the 2 holiday offerings. And then on the other side is the puffer boots. It looks like, which are the 50 Linden ones? The 4 colors that they've.
So just to say it, actually all of the colors for both the sweater and the boots are available for 50 Linden each.
Oh, color. Right. Yeah. Sometimes the vendors don't do that, and I forgot my vendors crossed. But yeah, you're right. Of course. So, and then how much are the fat packs? I bought the boots. I hesitated on the sweater because if it's not for waifu, it's like
So the boots are $1,200 and the sweater is $1,300.
Okay. All right.
And I couldn't tell. It's not immediately apparent from the vendor picture, but it is more apparent on this mannequin. It looks like the sweater is just like a cutaway on the side.
Oh.
So
you did say that. It's just draped over your boobs. Fun.
Yeah, which is very fun.
That makes it even more. Oh, yeah. I was going to say even more sexy, but you're like even easier access. Because when you want to reach out and grab someone, you don't want fabric in your way. All right. Are we good to go?
We are.
All right, Tour. We are at Roslyn. What do they have for us?
They have this Noel bodysuit.
which I have purchased immediately upon landing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because you love a bodysuit / romper-like thing.
I do.
And this very much is that. And it's Yule festive stuff.
Yes. And you know what's funny about Second Life rompers is I didn't realize the depth of my love for rompers until Second Life. And then it transferred into First Life. So I now intentionally buy rompers in First Life because I enjoy them so much. So that being said, this fits Cupra, Legacy, Maitreya, and Reborn. Notably no waifu. So I was a little sad, but not sad enough to not buy it.
Yep.
And then it's 50 Linden per color. The fat pack, because I bought it, I know, is $7.99, or as Tura likes to say, 800 Linden.
Yes, I do like to do that.
Yes, you do. All right, are we good to go?
We are.
Are there any interesting people to look at around here? Nope.
Nope.
Nope. And when we say interesting, we mean curvy. Or just unique, like just strikingly unique and different from your average resident.
Yeah, sometimes it's just someone who's just very distinctive.
Mm-hmm. That's a good word. Avatars of distinction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move along.
Okay.
All right, Tour. This is what I like to refer to as the pig store for you, but it's Aardvark.
Yes. It's Aardvark.
You made a sound when we arrived before I got here, and I was like, what? What now? We got here, I saw where we were, and I'm like, oh no, is it more nut stuff? And you're like, no. And then I saw the rolling pins, and I'm like, oh, do I get to beat you with a rolling pin? And you're like, no. So tell the people what it is.
This is escaping raw dough. This is a rolling pin that's crushing apparently a would-be animated gingerbread man.
Yeah, one's already down underneath. The one's, there's like 2 down. The one's like trying to survive, and he's not going to make it.
No, he's
and
not.
That made you sad.
Yeah. So the ones that do make it, however, apparently go on to become kung fu fighters.
For the Saturday sale.
For the Saturday sale.
And this girl needs to take a close look. I love when everybody gets up front. Oh, she's reminding me that, I think, isn't that What's Next? That latte lollipop. Yeah. I need to put that on. Oh, stop turning. I want to see it. And it's so funny because she's like dressed like, I don't know, Game of Thrones. I don't know. Role play like. And she's like, I've got my latte and cake pop. I'm just taking a quick break from role play.
Yep. And I think this guy must be
with her.
A match because
they're
got
totally matched.
Going on.
Sure, they're some royalty somewhere.
Yeah.
Or if you're in
well
Gore.
Done, though.
She wouldn't be in Gore because she's too uncovered. So I'm assuming some kind of fantasy roleplay or medieval roleplay or something. But it's just funny the juxtaposition of latte and cake pop to her outfit. But she has reminded me I too need a latte and cake pop.
Yes.
So
yes,
anyway,
and so that'll be before we go to the next store.
Yes, and I also didn't turn my jiggles on, so I got to do that too.
Oh yeah.
So there's a few things I got to do between takes. All right. Yeah. Are we good to go? So 50 Linden, you too can murder a cookie man.
Yep.
So.
We're good to go.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tour. So, you know that gal over there at Aardvark?
Yes.
I stole her coffee.
Oh, good.
And now I'm shoving it into my eye, which is how you drink in Second Life.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, what next? Very Merry coffee. I knew I had it when I saw her with it, and with cake pop as well. And now I have my jiggles on as I am properly enjoying some SL food.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So that being said, I know we are at Ananas. And I know we have this fry one. I know we have that. So that's...
This is Friday.
Well, that's probably why they put it up for 50 Linden Fridays.
Yep.
Yeah, and then...
We do have this, yes.
I know. I feel like I've seen this a few times, so...
Yeah.
I know, we have it. And then for Happy Weekend, they have the reindeer head.
Huh.
So, if you want a reindeer head. So, but yeah, 50 Linden and you too can have a truly fry day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we good to go?
We are.
All right, Tour. I know. We are at AsteroidBox.
Yes, we are.
What do they have for us today?
They have the LaLa shirt in Maitreya, Reborn, Belleza, Curvy, Legacy, not waifu.
Not waifu and not Lara X yet, because Lara X is out.
True, yeah.
And so I try to keep an eye on what Lara X things are available. But slowly but surely it'll gain traction, just like waifu. You know, I didn't see a bunch of waifu when waifu first came out, but now I'm seeing quite a bit. I know I have lots of waifu options in my inventory.
Yeah.
So this is the, like you said, LaLa shirt, limited edition retexture available. Well, I don't know if today, December 1st only is accurate because it's the 2nd, and now FLF runs all weekend. So the weekend of December 1st only it'll be available. So includes 4 limited edition pattern options for the main sweater, plus options for the harness buckle, and the arm wraps. Includes
so those are kind of fun.
And
like I like the little. It's got a little fun buckle across the chest. I like the way the sleeves are. They're not. I don't think they go actually over the thumb, but they are long sleeves that kind of drape over the hand, which is always cute.
Yeah, I like the textures that they put with it, like especially that white, like floral one, because that's not one you would consider would be something like this. But you know,
right? Or the strawberry
one, right? But if you're like badass kawaii, then this is what you would get.
There you go.
So, but yeah, so you get the whole set of them for 50 Linden.
Oh, okay,
right?
nice.
Right? I mean, you're the one with the interface on, or the individual.
Okay, well, let me check.
You're like, nice, LaLa, and I'm like, I'm just assuming here.
You're correct.
Okay. All right, that's a deal.
That's a deal.
Okay, are we good to go?
We are good to go.
So, Tour.
Yes.
I was going to ask you. You noticed I've been not asking you where we are. I'm just announcing it because I know where we are. And for a minute, I did not know where we are. And then when things rest, I'm like, Atelier Burgundy.
That's correct.
Yeah. And they got what, like a park bench? Is that what we're on right now?
Yeah. So this looks like this is the Berlin landscape elements. So they have this bench. They have these cool planters. They have these cool, like, walkway lights. And they have these bins.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, this is a really good set. Now, it looks like the FLF item is the snowy version of these.
Okay.
Oh, actually, both of them are at the 50 price, so you can get either one.
Okay,
I'm getting both, because...
Of course you are.
These are very nice.
Now, what did you call it? The benches that make it so that the unhoused can't sleep there? What did you call that?
Hostile architecture.
Hostile architecture. This is not that. Right? Right? I mean, there's nothing preventing somebody from laying down. What do you mean mostly?
Mostly.
You think the wood would make it hostile?
It's that particular formation of slat wouldn't be. I think it might be kind of mean to lay on, but yeah, it's not like it's not actually something I would call hostile architecture. I think this is just a design. It is, yeah. I didn't feel any hostility at all. Yeah. And actually, I thought that the wood might make it nicer than sitting on a solid concrete surface. It could, but you know, sometimes sitting on concrete's not bad. But anyway, I'm more thinking like the gaps between are kind of far. And might only be good to sit on. But I don't know. Yeah. I would have to lay on it to tell. But I don't think that it's intended to be hostile. Yeah. Okay, very good. Are we good to go? We are good to go. All right. I'm going to let you introduce because you kind of went through it trying to find the item and some challenges. Yeah. But... So the note card, the landmark was in the wrong spot, and then I tried to find it just wandering around, and things weren't rezzing, so I couldn't tell which of the stores I needed to actually go into because this plaza has like 6 stores around it. I know, but it seemed like you were operating off of muscle memory, which was good. Like you knew whereabouts it's supposed to be. Yeah, and I ended up in the right store eventually, and even pretty close to the FLF item. Yeah, and your avatar looked pleased with himself. Yes, like, look at me, I did this blind. And I'm like, good job. So we're at Blossie. We are, and they have Kelly. What? What are those symbols at the end? Is it an N? It's supposed to be Roman numeral 2, according to the vendor item. Yeah, but that's not what it looks like. I would have chose a different font.
So Kelly number 2. And it fits Maitreya, Legacy, and Reborn. 2 and 14, I guess, are the offerings, which is what's in front of us.
Yes, those are those colors or patterns.
And it looks like the bow is the only thing that's covering your tatas. But looking from the picture, it looks like the dress actually does go up high enough so that it's covering.
Yeah,
but
I think it does.
The vendor images here weren't necessarily conveying that same thing to me.
Yeah, so this is Maitreya Legacy Reborn. Doesn't look like it supports variations.
Yeah.
So
50 linden per color. Then you too can be Kelly number 2. All right, are we good to go?
We're good to go.
All right, Tour. I'm going to ask because, I feel like asking, even though I know where we are. Where are we?
We are at Celeste.
Celeste, and they have these cute little trees.
Yes, the metal sparkling bauble tree and the spiral star tree. And these are adorable. I especially love the sparkling one. I really like this sparkly, swirly effect that it's got going on.
Oops, my camera's going wonky, but I was trying to push it on the sparkly. Yeah, I like that a lot.
And like as I think we've talked about in a previous video, this is more, I think, both of our jams for not going overboard with like a tree and the whole ordeal, but having something that kind of plays into it anyway.
Yeah. These are great. So 50 linden per tree?
Yep.
Okay, that's a deal. Are we ready to go?
It is a deal. We're good to go.
All right, Tour. I'm going to let you pronounce this one because I know how you enjoy speaking foreign languages.
So we are at Enchante.
Oh, you didn't say it with the same kind of emphasis. Oh, wait, that's probably Bonici.
Yeah, that's Bonici.
Bonici, but we're not there. We're at Enchante.
Yes. Enchante.
All right, and they have the Ronda boots for us.
Yeah.
Maitreya, Lara, and Lara X.
Ooh.
See, there it is. Belleza, Legacy, Cupra, and Ereborn.
Ereborn. All right.
That's
you're
a new
an
one.
Ereborn user, so.
That's a new one. Tour and I love a typo.
Yes, we do.
And because everybody makes them. And they're fun when they're like happy accidents. So, and I swear I felt like Candy Doll was ruling the typos. Because
made some wonderful ones.
Yeah, like LaGyo and Mitria, right?
Eborn was one.
I think Eborn was one. They had the trifecta of typos. So yes, okay. So for 50 linden, you can get the white or the black. Yes. Then you can also buy them individually by color, and you can buy a fat pack. So I feel like we're at the 50. But Tour, what do they cost?
Individual colors cost $250, or you can get the fat pack and get all of the Ronda boots for $900.
Perfect. You see how well rehearsed you are? That's because you've done so many 50 videos. All right. Are we good to go?
We are.
All right, Tour. I know where we are, by the white store, and you like to park us by the stairs, and we have a lovely young woman over here. We are at Glam Affair.
We are at Glam Affair.
And apparently this is Margot.
Hi, Margot.
I knew you were going to say that. She's lovely. So looks like a basic line. Margot from the basic line. She does not look basic to me. She is a very lovely young woman with porcelain skin, unmarred by any wrinkles or freckles or anything. Just the way Tour does not like.
Gotta go over to Izzy's or something.
That's right. So
touch that face up.
Once you pick up Margot, you gotta take yourself over to Izzy's. Get yourself some freckles or some scars or some blemishes, veins, all that good stuff.
But honestly, that is actually a good way to go, because you can just customize the skin to exactly the way you want it to look. Or maybe you do want it to look just like lovely Margot here. Yeah,
well, and that opens up a debate because, like I was saying at the onset of this video, I have been spending more time on SL Facebook just for fun.
Yeah.
And because I like to see what the designers are doing, and then I like to be able to comment on designer posts. For example, the Skinnery posted their eye bags, and I was like, oh, let me read the comments on this because I know people are going to be like, nah, right? And it was a mix of, why would I want this when I have this in First Life, right? Like they want to be smooth and Barbie perfect in Second Life. Some may, that's the point, right? So that's the beauty of Second Life. You either, if you really want to, bring aspects of yourself into Second Life, you can. If you want to be someone completely different and look completely different, you can. So, but I just wouldn't poo-poo over somebody's creation like some do, because it's not for everyone. And I know that whoever's behind Skinnery had to have known that people are going to be having one or two, very distinct reactions to their creation. And even like when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know if I want these. But I'm glad I made a comment on there and I said, I love these. I love the character they bring to my face. And then I think for me also with the whole imperfections on the avatars has been more of an exercise in like self-love, right? Mm-hmm. Like appreciating your flaws and not trying to escape them. So, or flaws maybe is not the right word, but you're different. You're just different characteristics, right? Some people don't want to embrace everything about their appearance. And I think for me and bringing in all the imperfections that has really helped with that. So.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yes. Well, we're pretty much ready to go. Hello. So you've got a phone call and I'm going to fade us. We're off to the next. Hey, Tour. Where are we?
We are at Go&See and they make poses.
They sure do. And they have a pose set called Melly.
Okay.
So, and this has 8 poses. Well, 8 pose stands.
You know what time it is.
For you to pose. All right, here goes to her posing. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm doing the posing. Am I a pretty princess?
You are a very pretty princess.
Oh, stop it. Oh gosh, these are funny. Okay. Oh, that's actually kind of a wider.
Yeah.
All right. And that's back to pose 1.
Okay, so in watching you do that, I'm like, SL modeling. You were taking me back. Because like I just see you just going down the runway, then hitting the end, and then striking poses to show off your outfit. But these, I would imagine models these days have to love Go&See, because one of the struggles with SL modeling is like breaking your outfit. And you have to go to so many different places because you go to the fashion pose stores and they're striking all kinds of crazy poses, as you've known with my over 800 plus poses in my one pose stand. And I think that whole experience overwhelms you every time. You're like, put me on the pose stand and you pick a pose because it's a lot.
Your pose stand is, well, like a vast majority of them are just absurd. And I can't fathom when they could possibly be used, at least not
fashion. And fashion photography. Yeah.
Sure.
So, but these though, I mean, like if I was a model right now, I'd be like Go&See all the way. Because you just get your model strut, you hit the end of the runway, and then you're moving, but you're not breaking your outfit.
Right.
So, yeah, if you're an SL model out there, Go&See. They make poses. They make poses for you.
They do.
So I need a little bit more in my daily, like day-to-day AO. I like more movement, a whole body movement, with arms and legs. Not just the upper body, but everything. And to be fair, there was some movement in the lower body, but I need a little more. So, anyway, is it 50 linen for the whole set of Melly?
Let's see. It is.
Did not sound prepared for that question.
It is 50 linden for the whole set.
Okay, fantastic. All right, are we ready to go?
Yes.
All right, Tour, we are at Half Deer.
Half Deer.
And we were having an interesting conversation before we started recording.
Yeah.
Because you go ahead. You sound like you're ready. Go. You're like,
'Cause
let
you're
me
like-
tell this story, Consuela. Hold up.
Yeah, because you were like, I think I might have these. And I was like, I just finished buying them. I should have checked. And it turns out we did both have these, but we had them in the Fat Pack set.
Yeah, and you bought them again, and I did not.
Correct. Because I'm a little trigger happy when I see.
You're like, land, buy.
Yeah.
But this is half tier, and I tend to buy quite a bit of half tier. So I was like, I probably have these, and because they're pathway lights, I know I've done pathway lighting in Unity before with half tier, so I know I have a fair amount of pathway lighting. So
And I think so. The other variation that the Fat Pack contains that we both have is jack-o'-lanterns, which I think might be why
Probably.
we got it, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so 50 Linden, and you can get the stars, or you can get the bulb, right?
Yes.
But their
And
Fat Pack is not available here right now on this
I
display.
don't see it here yet.
It's in the store somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
But these are great. They're very easy to decorate with. Like, you know, they've got, like, it shows in the picture, long, medium, and short. So you can do all kinds of, you know, and they're very low land impact, so you can string them all along. All right. We're good.
all right. Okay. I feel like you did that all by yourself. You kind of did, but that's okay. Let's go.
Well, yeah.
Tour.
Yes.
When we're cuddling like this, it can only mean one thing. We're at Heaux. That's what it means. All right.
On our couch at
Heaux, the couch. Yeah, the Blanche couch. So they put out just for us. I'm sure. I know it.
Just for us.
Although we've never ever spoken to the creator of Heaux, just for the record. All right. So this is Yuki.
Yuki. Yeah.
Another lovely young woman. Shown on Leluca Evo X. It is compatible with Akaruka. Looks like they're offering it in 2 tones. Are these their tones or velour tones?
These are going to be velour too.
Of course. Velour tones.
Yep.
50 Linden to be icy or 50 Linden to be rose-kissed. So, very lovely skin.
Yeah.
You got somebody modeling it right up front, potentially? No, she's modeling a reborn. Somebody's getting a makeover. That's what's happening right here. Because she's in a reborn demo. I'm telling her now. Girl, you look good. Get the reborn.
Yep, agreed.
Get the reborn. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ambassadors for the reborn. All right, let's see. Anything else? Any other avatars of distinction around? I don't think so.
None that I see. We
All
can
right.
roll on out of here.
Okay. Tour.
Yes.
Did you not want to interrupt the penguin play going on?
I just want to observe the penguin.
Oh, I see. Because I'm not used to standing this far away from you.
Yeah, this is kind of a. We're just checking out what the snow penguins are up to.
I see. Because they are made out of snow.
They are.
So they're calling this Snow Peng Pack? That's fun.
Snow peng pack. Yeah.
Snow Peng Pack.
You get 6 styles, 2 colors. That's kind of fun.
And for the record,
range.
we're at Hilted.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're at Hilted. Yeah.
But yeah, you can arrange your own snow pengs at play. However you want.
I like them.
They're adorable.
They'd be nice little additions to your snowy setup.
My snowy setup?
Well, you, the audience.
Oh, okay.
Collectively.
The collective you, not me.
The collective you.
Consuela.
Correct.
Right. Okay. 50 Linden, you can have a snow peng pack.
Snow peng pack.
All right, are we ready to go?
We are.
All right, Tour. Where are we? Because this is a store I also enjoy you announcing.
We're at LaGyo.
LaGyo, or as I know it, LaGyo.
Yep.
So, and they have...
So it's one of the ones that was allegedly not here, but we put in the work. We check to make sure they are actually here or not.
And we delay our start so that we give people a chance to put their stuff out.
Yeah, that's specifically the reason.
That's exactly why.
For no other reason than that.
None. All right. So at LaGyo, they have like a winter set that appears to be what you were telling me, a scarf. And what are the earmuffs? Oh, in a bag. Okay. Okay. And each one of those must be 50 linden based on the placement of the signs.
Yes, each one of
in
those.
the purple box.
For these colors.
Yes.
Red or kind of a white/gray.
And then you can buy the other colors individually. And what does it cost if they want to buy the other colors that are not 50 linden?
So it's 150 per item per color.
Okay. Is there a fat pack anywhere?
Let's see. I don't see a fat pack actually.
Okay. I just see this really tall person, but I think she's floating. She's tall, and she's got her hover hide up.
She's tall and has her hover.
Yeah.
I like the tree they've got going on in the middle of the floor here. Their gold train.
Yeah. That is a lovely tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we good to go?
We are, yes.
Tour?
Yes?
I think this one's all you as well.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my goodness. You animated yourself this time. You were ready. We did not practice this. I want everyone to know. When we flip, it is very spontaneous. The only thing that maybe is somewhat prepped is like what we might talk about at the beginning and what Tour's going to talk about at the end. But everything in the middle is unscripted. And this here right now, what Tour just did was totally impromptu. I could tell I know where we are, and I know I need Tour to announce. And you did not fail to deliver.
So we have the Serena bodysuit. Skirt dress.
Yeah, I think it's a dress. Yeah.
It's a dress that kind of pretends to be a bodysuit.
Yeah.
That's kind of an interesting style. And it looks like it's just the, they call it red, apple, and white colors for flip.
Oh, I see over here. Yeah. Well, those are festive. I get why.
Those are very festive.
Yeah. So those two are 50, but what if you want the other colors, how much are the other colors? And if you want a fat pack, how much is that?
And if you want to get other colors, then it's 125 per color. And if you want to get the fat pack, you can have all the bodysuits for 700.
And if it's Legacy, Perky, Maitreya, Reborn, Belleza, Gen X, and Curvy.
Yes.
Okay, that was perfect. You nailed this one, Tour. I'm just saying. So, all right, are you good to go?
I am good to go.
All right, Tour, where are we?
We're at Nocturnal Couture.
And I see what's behind us, and I'm like, is there something for the men's? Like this? Oh, I see. It says it in the corner. Male outfit available at Furia.
Okay.
So, because this is fun.
The fluffy collection.
I love being fluffy. So, who does it fit? Reborn, Rolls, and Juicy. Okay, this would be fun to do Juicy in. Yeah. And Rolls and Juicy. And I haven't done that combination in a while because I'm always in waifu. So it would make sense if I'm not in waifu, I'd be in Juicy because it gets squished, right?
Yeah.
So I'm buying this. 50 linden for black, 50 linden for red. I'm assuming they probably have a fat pack around here somewhere.
I imagine
behind you, because the rest of the set is for Hot Weekend.
Okay. So individual colors over there, 69.
Look at the stockings too. Sorry, go ahead.
750, 750, and 750.
I like these stockings a lot. Like you can totally wear the stockings with the outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely could. They would work really well.
And you can get a hat.
And you can get a hat.
And it all matches.
Yeah.
I love this. Okay, I was so distracted looking at everything. Tell me, they don't have a mega pack where you just get it all though, right?
I don't see a mega pack, no.
Okay.
No.
So fat pack again, please, since I was not listening to you when you were saying it.
750 per part.
750 per part. Okay. And then the fat pack on the stockings, same price?
Stockings fat pack is $12.50.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to pick some of this up.
All right. Very good.
Are we good to go?
We are.
All right, Tour. Who is this lovely young woman here?
Well, this is Asia at
Looks
Not Found.
perfect. We didn't forget to announce where we are.
Yeah.
So we have Asia, and what is the offering? Is it just the skin tone for 50?
Just an alabaster.
Alabaster.
So Asia skin in alabaster.
I mean, I'm sure they have Asia here in other colors.
I'm sure, but that's the FLF offering.
Yes. Okay. Well, we've met some lovely ladies on FLF this today.
Yeah, lots of very nice skins.
All right. Are we ready for the next?
Mm-hmm.
Tour.
Yes.
I have the camera rolling now. Because I'm saying this because, again, lots happens in between the fades.
It does.
And we're here. Things are rezzing. I'm talking to you about stuff. And you're like, maybe you should roll the camera. And I'm like, maybe you should res first. Unless I should just go for you being Cheeto dust. Because it's like, save it for the camera, Consuela. Well, I'm not going to sit here in silence because then it's like, are you there? Are you with me? Are you awake? How old are you? Where are you?
Oh, God.
So, anyway, I know. I like to poke at you. And, people enjoy me doing that. And your responses to me because, sometimes a lot of times you catch me off guard with sassy retorts or just naughty things that you say that I do not expect at that point in time. Sometimes, yes. You got to keep me on my toes. And you do.
But I agree with the comment that you were making off camera that you don't often see napkins that are kind of messy. And
way to bring it back to the item tour. We are at Pitaya, and they are offering messy napkins. And I was camming in on them going, that is clever. And you usually don't see messy napkins. And anyone who watches us knows we like messy things, like rugs that are not perfectly laid out, or, pillows that are messed up, or, things like that that just looks like it's been lived in or eaten, or, something that just gives it life.
It makes it more genuine when it's not perfect.
Exactly. Which goes also back to my comments about the skin. It makes it more genuine when it's not perfect. That is perfect quote to also describe why imperfections are so appealing to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, 50 Linden, and you get this whole messy napkin pack?
Yep.
All right.
You do. And that's a lot of different arrangements for messy napkins, which is also great because, we love having, mismatched chairs in a set and things like that. So, yeah.
And these are just winter prints, but I'm wondering if they have other prints of this.
They have,
because it says Christmas edition here at the bottom, so they must have
prints. And,
I know
these 7.
But they must have these in other prints.
They must. So
because this is Christmas edition. So if you're looking for messy napkins in general, I'm sure they have some here for you at Pitaya.
Yeah, even the vendor picture just shows them in just white.
In white, yeah. So,
that makes me curious. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can find them before we leave because I kind of want them.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
So, okay, are we good to go?
Yes, we are.
All right, Tour. Now, I'm noticing the scal over here changing so you can see the colors, but I wanted to touch on Pitaya one last time because you did find the napkins, and I believe you had a half-year moment.
Yep. Because I bought the fat pack for them, and then I got refunded for the fat pack for them because I already had all the napkins.
Pitaya's like, here's your Linden's back, Tour Blanche. You already own this.
Yeah.
And we're acting like, wow, look at this. And it was like, oops, we bought that. I don't know how long ago. If you inspect properties on your fat pack of napkins, I'm sure it'll tell you how long you've owned this.
All right.
So now I want to know, has it been a year?
Now I want to know.
I want to guess. You go to the item properties. When did you acquire it?
Wait, what? Why?
Don't go to the one it gave you today.
Yeah, I don't see it in my inventory though.
Really?
But it did refund me, so I'm just perplexed.
Are you sure it refunded you, or did it give you some money back because it was a sale?
Well, let me consult my transaction history. It was a sale. They gave me...
Okay.
It was apparently half off.
There you go. So some places are still doing their Black Friday.
Okay. I see.
And so it's just when you, and I think I know, I might be more used to this because when I go shopping, and I was doing a fair amount of shopping recently, I think it's become a thing where people don't recognize when they're buying something. And when I say people, I don't mean you specifically, but the designers have had to put out messaging clearly stating that the item will appear to be at full price, but once you buy it, it kicks back the Lindens for 50% off or 70% off or whatever the sale is. So, but I think in your case, you're not used to that because usually you just get money back when you've already purchased it.
Yeah. That is basically what happened there.
Yeah, so you got a sale. It was not a half-year moment.
Correct.
Okay, well, that's better then.
That's better. Yeah. And it's nice that I got the discounted price.
Because I'm like, both our memories are that bad that we did not remember purchasing messy napkins before?
Yeah, apparently...
Look, my avatar's thinking about it. She's thinking, huh, did we buy messy napkins before? No, I don't think so.
We've got them now.
No, yeah, we do. And now we're at Pixicat. And they have the Maisie sweater. Fits Maitreya, Petite, Legacy Perky, and Reborn. It doesn't say waifu on there, so I'm not expecting it, but it's good that it fits Reborn because I love a winter sweater. And I love one that's cropped. Right? So then it's easier to wear with other items that may or may not be made by Pixicat.
Agreed.
So.
And I like it cropped for other reasons.
Yes, I know you do. So I'm actually wearing a cropped sweatshirt in First Life right now. And that's a whole nother thing, just like with the romper thing. Like I would never wear a cropped anything in First Life. But I have enjoyed cropped things in my Second Life. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try that in First Life too.
Good.
So, yes. All right. 50 linen, you get all four textures on the one sweater. And you saw the gal changing her textures. So while we were talking about napkins, she was changing her textures, giving us a nice little demonstration. All right. Are we good to go?
We are.
All right. Tour. Wow, your name got stuck in my mouth. I'm not cutting that out. It's bloopers. We're keeping it. All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at Trompe L'oeil.
Trompe L'oeil. The Beckett Cottage and the Beatrix Tent Bed, PG.
Yeah, both of these are great.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Trompe could put in blank pictures and vendors and I would just buy it because it's gonna be something good. So
yeah,
Beckett Cottage and this bed is great. It even has like you could say, is it a cow head up there? Cattle skull.
Some sort of probably cow skull or something.
Yeah. Rustic
I love
wood.
The branches around it.
Twig bed with fabric pot, natural green cow skull. It says in the description. Yep, perfect, made for us. So normally 475 and 700 linen for today. 50 Linden Fridays, 50 Linden. And if you're a super fan, we're super fans, and we already picked up the super fan exclusives.
Yep.
So
the Svea Cabin and Snow add-on and the Aisling Elevated Ranch.
Yep, love it. So great deals. Those are also 50 Linden if you're in the group. If you're not in the super fans group, it's well worth it because Trompe is very high quality stuff. So, all right. Anything else before we move along?
Oh gosh, no.
Oh
sorry.
My goodness, I'm leaving that in too. Because I'm like, oh, here's a long pause. What is he gonna do? Yawn.
I was trying not to.
Don't let me keep you up. As I say with full attitude face and wide blinky eyes. All right, let me drag your tired ass to the next stop. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, Tour.
Yes.
Here we have, well, first, we're at True Damage. And in similar theme to some of the other places, it's a winter sweater.
It is.
And I couldn't tell who it was made for because these boxes block the sign. And I was like, eagerly anticipating, I see Legacy, I see Maitreya, is there Reborn? Yes, there's Reborn back there. So then I'm like, okay, I'll get these. And then you sounded a little sad And I'm like, Tour, why are you sad if it's reborn and this is like the third winter sweater that I've picked up on this FLF? And what did you say?
I was like, well, they're not waifu. There's been like no waifu today.
You're so sad that there's like, it's been a waifu-less FLF.
It has. Where are all the waifus at?
Because not even Roslyn's romper was waifu.
I know, that was shocking.
Yeah, and we've been seeing so much more waifu of late, except for this FLF.
Except for this FLF specifically.
So, you're going to see much smaller boobs on me when I'm wearing my winter sweaters.
See, that's why I'm sad.
So I picked these both up. They're 50 linen each. They do fit reborn. I really like the design. It's like a cropped sweater.
I do too.
It's like turtleneck over a turtleneck, a sweater over a turtleneck. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, this is a little different. Is it like a V-neck? It's like a deep V cropped sweater over a cropped turtleneck, which I think is a fun look.
It is, yeah.
So I look forward to wearing this and, seeing how far my natural reborns will go, which we already know, not far enough. I feel like I need to move my slider whenever I'm just wearing reborn boobs.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. Any other commentary besides being sad over lack of waifu?
Well, there's this gal up front who stole your sweater.
Oh, she must be reborn. I saw it go away. Okay, we're not doing that. Oh, she's trying this one on. Okay. Well, look, now she has this one. She's got big boobs. Yeah. She's breaking it a little bit. You see in the front? She's breaking it. She's got a little bit of a nip slip happening.
A little bit.
Yeah, but knowing her, she might strip that off. But yes, she had the Tetra. She had the Tetra sweater on. And then it became who wore it better. And I win by default because it's me.
Yeah, and she was so frustrated that she just
TP'd out
and threw it on the ground.
Oh, her sweater. Oh, the Tetra sweater.
She's like, fine, I don't wear it as good. I don't need it. I got this one from True Damage.
That's exactly what was going through her head. She's like, fine, you win. I'll change sweaters. Yep, that was it. Yes. Okay.
Well, so she has some breakage going on, I think, because she's in a No, okay, what is... I'm confused.
I hesitate to cam on her because she's so quick to strip.
No, I know. She is. I'm perplexed. So, she had the waifu version of the sweater on.
The Tetra sweater.
Or maybe she didn't. Oh, no, she's in a legacy. I didn't... Okay. I was confused.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, anyway, we can move on.
Okay. All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at Usagi Society.
Yes, and they have NASA? Am I reading that right?
NASA hair? Yes.
NASA hair. All right. NASA it is.
And they have the albedo, which
both?
they've had before.
Albedo is at the Flifty.
Well, yes, it was, and now it's here.
Okay.
Yep.
So they have both of these, and the rigged horns are sold separately, which is down there. But so you can get the... well, you have to break down the pricing because I'm sure the fat pack... Okay.
Yeah, the color packs are 50 each. Mm-hmm. And the fat pack is 100, and it looks like they sell the horns right here.
Yes.
For 50.
Okay. And then the ribbon tiara, is that what I'm reading on the other one?
The ribbon tiara is also 50.
Okay. That's kind of a nice ribbon tiara.
It is.
The hair's a bit straight for me.
Yeah. I thought that it was a bit straight and kind of a little bit flatter than you like.
Yes. And I guess I don't know if the ribbon tiara is unrigged or not.
It
might be rigged to fit with that hair, though.
Maybe.
So, I would hesitate in buying just the headband by itself.
But it's only 50, so.
Sure.
Yeah, I would grab it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can try that. All right. Are we good to go?
We are.
You know, Tour, sometimes I forget to record. And
Sometimes.
it's because we just get to the place and we just get going because we just have a good time. So I know we're at what next, and I'm like, oh, well, this explains why Game of Thrones girl already had this out. Maybe she just picked it up. I already had it. Right, because I took it from her because I wanted it. And then we got here and I'm like, but I don't think that I've had those donuts. And I'm like, sure enough, LaLa, you don't, because it says new right above. And then I'm like, I don't know if I can hold it because I got my hands full. And then you're like, no, I think it attaches to the right hand. Go for it. So I click it and I get choices. And of course I want a large Santa. And then I click it and it just flies to my hand like magic.
Gotta love that.
Yes. And then we started in like right away and I'm like, oh wait, I should be recording. So let's see. This is like, it looks like it's a jelly filled, but I can't tell because I don't see the jelly hole. You know, where like they insert the jelly or the cream. It's missing that detail. Or is it just a solid?
I think it would be jelly filled.
Jelly or cream? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean, well? Yeah. It's I see a fair amount of filled donuts of jelly or cream.
Yes, so do I.
And then sometimes I get overwhelmed by all that jelly or cream. Because sometimes it's a lot.
Sometimes it can be. It depends on what the flavor is and like if it's got other stuff on top of it that you know is combating with it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But I am already like literally like mouth watering looking at this donut. Like it's so well done. Like even the imperfections and like the frosting bit. Like it looks very realistic.
Yeah.
So
and very edible.
Yeah, like I feel it in my mouth. Like I want a donut like this.
Yes.
So I'll have to make that happen.
Absolutely.
But anyway, 50 Linden, and you can get Very Merry coffee, which I already have, and but it's just as good as it was last year, and the holiday donuts, which I think you can. It dispenses a choice of 6 donuts, holiday themed, eat or hold. Left hand, I guess I just chose hold, not eat, because I'm not shoving it into my face at the same time.
Right.
Although now I want to see what that looks like. So let me turn my interface on because it would be funny to
double fist the coffee on the donut.
So let me detach this.
Be mashing.
Yeah, just mash it in my face. So eat, large Santa, go. Watch it fly. Okay. Forehead. And then left eye.
There you go.
Yeah, right eye or whatever it is. Right eye. Good. Perfect.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
I am so
now
happy with this.
my fliff is complete because I am consuming a latte to my one eye and a large Santa donut to my forehead. Just as SL intended.
Just as SL intended.
Forehead. Oh my goodness.
So good.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our final stop.
Yes, this was
so
what next.
We're going to go back to the wintry sim, have a seat, and then you have some first life thoughts.
Yes. Yep.
All right, Tour. It looks like you found us a cozy place for me to shove food through my face.
Yeah, and as you are enjoying it, we've got this hot chocolate right next to us, too.
I see that.
A whole bunch of chocolate boards and
so
snacks.
I won't run out even when I'm done shoving things through my face.
Exactly.
Well, that's very considerate of you. But now it's time for Tour's first life thoughts.
Yes. So, I want to start off by saying that one of the groups that I admire massively and have not only donated to but helped raise money for is Doctors Without Borders, or Medicines Sans Frontiers. So a couple years ago, I was part of a fundraiser raising money for their efforts, and they're a group that wherever there is a humanitarian need, they don't really, they recognize that a lot of times all the red tape and negotiations and everything take time, and they kind of cut through all that. They get boots on the ground and get doctors into places where they can start providing immediate medical assistance wherever that is needed. And so, of course, they are active in Gaza. And what has come to light is that, and they held off on announcing this until yesterday, but on November 18th, a Doctors Without Borders evacuation convoy was attacked, deliberately attacked. They had clearly marked vehicles and they were attacked. And they fully believe, based on their investigation and the testimonies from the Doctors Without Borders staff and such that were present, that they were attacked by Israeli forces. This is consistent with Israel's willingness to attack hospitals and emergency care infrastructure. But of course, all accounts of that happening to general Palestinian hospitals gets clouded because they throw all this rhetoric around saying that Hamas is active there or whatever, and that they're attacking Hamas militants. This is a completely non-partisan organization. This is Doctors Without Borders, and they now are saying, yeah, Israel's attacking us. We lost 2 people, and we have more wounded. Our own people. That's not even accounting for the people they were trying to help or evacuate. I'm providing a link to their report on this, but even at the start of it, it was kind of wild because they started from their office in Jerusalem. They got authorization from the IDF to perform an evacuation in Gaza. They went through all the proper things to carry out this. And then when they got down there were some troops that said that they didn't recognize their authorization. And I guess things escalated from there. They were forced to wait, not being able to provide critical aid for 3 hours while they waited for that to be cleared. And then ultimately, tanks and snipers apparently got into position and opened up on where their convoy was waiting. So I wanted to bring this story up not only because I have immense respect for Doctors Without Borders and recognize the danger they put themselves in constantly when they go into areas where there is either combat or natural disasters in order to do what they do, but also because I believe that this story in particular cuts straight through and just completely undermines the Israeli talking points, the IDF's talking points about how they are only focused on Hamas militants and such. They're clearly not. Their goal is, at this point, the Israeli state is committed to carrying out a genocide. They are not interested in anyone being able to provide critical aid, provide supplies, etc. And that's kind of also in line with their apparently new plan of marching south to the exact place where they forced the Palestinians living in Gaza, to evacuate to. They pushed them south closer to the Egyptian border, and now their plan is to continue their ground offensive into that exact place, which is now overpopulated due to all the people that have already been displaced. has to continue to be denounced in the strongest terms possible. It's just is not at all acceptable, and I really just wanted to bring this story to light because I think that it is one of the best, clearest examples that that demonstrates that there is one side who holds pretty much all of the power in this conflict, and they are not willing to engage in any sort of with any sort of restraint. And yeah,
I didn't want to cut you off, but I feel like you got to that point.
That's pretty much where I'm at.
With the no, I did not know that information because I do hear about things on the news. I had not heard that piece of information yet. I'd been familiar with Doctors Without Borders even before your fundraising things. When you did that twice though, right? It wasn't just the one time.
I've done it twice,
and then I get emails from Doctors Without Borders because I obviously donated while you were streaming on Twitch, and so that's just shocking. Honestly, I don't have many more words than that. I think you described it very eloquently as usual.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It is.
And so, yeah, go ahead.
And then you want me to follow up with thank yous off that? You gotta give me a little bit more of a segue sometimes.
I know.
It's hard.
That one I have no segue on. That one's just...
Well, most of the time you don't have a segue.
I know.
You just drop this really deep stuff, which I know our community enjoys you speaking on.
Yeah.
It's just, you and I have not figured out a smooth segue into, all right, everyone, thank you, right?
Some stories I can soften with like a good call to action or something, but this one I'm genuinely very like I mean I've been upset with the situation overall, but like this one is just, there's something particularly egregious about like killing people whose sole purpose is to selflessly provide medical aid is just insanity to me.
Yeah, I agree. It is just the amount of loss of life in this whole conflict is just astounding. So
yeah.
So yeah, I don't have really much more to add to that. So as we awkwardly segue into the closing bit,
sorry,
I want to thank everyone who takes time out of their day to watch our videos, to comment, to subscribe, to like, to share with friends. Tor and I both appreciate that very much, and we appreciate you being a part of our community. And it sounds like we might try to arrange something. We say this every video. Like, I really wanted to do something that was Thanksgiving related, but it was just timing. There's just, Thanksgiving is a very busy time. So, and I know you mentioned, snail snowball fight. That sounds fun. We'll see if that materializes. Because I know Mama LaLa likes to call me out on it. She's like, you're talking about it all the time. Did I miss when you actually opened it? No.
No, you didn't.
I've not missed a thing. So we just like to talk about it a lot. So,
we're trying.
We are. But we have lots of ideas as people who have watched us for any length of time. No, we have lots of ideas, but not all of them come to fruition.
And a lot of times we also, spin up other unrelated projects.
Right.
And that ends up taking up a lot of other time.
Yep. So that was my thank you. So now to you, Tor.
All right. Yeah. We definitely appreciate everyone. And we will see you in the next video.